Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California.
I'm Taylor Bishotti with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Jets and All-Pro defensive tackle Quinnen Williams agreed to terms on a contract extension. NFL Network insiders Tom Pelissero and Ian Rappaport report that it's a 4-year deal worth $96 million. It's the second largest contract ever in terms of average salary per year for a defensive tackle. The 25-year-old gets $66 million in guarantees. Patrick Mahomes credits Andy Reid for his development as an elite quarterback, saying that if he went somewhere else, he would have had to learn to play a different way. But, quote, he just lets me play the quarterback position the way that I want to play it. And Lions general manager Brad Holmes sees big things for first-round pick Jahmyr Gibbs. Telling the season with Peter Schrager, Gibbs is a special weapon like Marshall Faulk and Christian McCaffrey because he's a home run hitter as a running back and able to run routes like a receiver. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
School on! Stay on!
Sounds like it's back to school time, and Staples has great prices on everything you need for school. Save on markers and crayons. Save on notebooks and folders. And right now at Staples, save big on tech with up to $250 off select computers. Staples, where savings for school are always in session. N729, in-store only. See associate for details.
Shop end-of-season deals during the truckload event at Lowe's. Right now, save on major appliances and get an additional 10% off in-store clearance appliances. Plus, take up to 70% off select vanities, like the Allen & Roth Vanity Combo. Was $1,399, now $409. Get great deals now. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 7/19. Exclusions apply. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
It's a Friday. It's the 14th day of July, 2023. It is Bastille Day. That is celebrated in France. And, Bastille Day celebrating the French Revolution. Do you celebrate Bastille Day, Gene?
No, I've heard of it, but I'm thankful for the update that you gave us this morning.
Well, the Bastille Day in France, like our 4th of July, celebrated. And, of course, the French, very, very important in helping us during the Revolutionary War.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're a little fickle, too, so
yes.
Just throw that in for...
Yeah, anybody that would eat snails.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been there, done that. It's one of those things, okay, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Tastes an awful lot like garlic and butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to chew them very well.
Yes.
They kind of crunch like a shell.
Well, yeah, that's if you eat them with the shell. Okay.
Right. Well, that you have to do that. That's at least one time.
Okay.
That's a tradition.
Okay.
They have very unusual traditions in France.
Yes, they do. Anyway, I have never been to France. I have never been to Spain. I have really no desire to go. There's too many places in the U.S. I still want to go, or I want to go back and visit.
Uh-huh.
I would go back to Boston, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
So
not bad places to go.
Yeah. Yeah, and I have one of the few places I have never been are the Dakotas.
Well,
and
you got to get there so you can say that you've been their hills.
I suppose. Okay. Are you ready for a dad joke?
I'm ready. D-A-D.
Okay. What do you call a poor Santa Claus? What do you call a poor Santa Claus? St. Nicholas.
Less.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't say they were good. I said we blame Dad for these jokes, right?
Yeah. He's got to laugh.
Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays we better get on to.
Okay. Actor Nancy Olson. She was in the movie Sunset Boulevard. She is 95. Rosie Greer is 91. Football player turned actor. Rosie Greer, 91. The last of the four big guys from the LA Rams.
The fearsome foursome.
The fearsome foursome, yeah. Back in the day when the defensive linemen were able to use the head slap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It worked very well. Got your attention right away.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah.
Actor Vincent Pastore is 77. Actor Jerry Hauser, 71. Actor Eric Lanouville is 71. Actor Stan Shaw, 71. Actor Jane Lynch, 63. Actor Jackie Earl Haley, 62. Actor Matthew Fox, 57. Actor Missy Gold, 53. Actor Scott Porter, 44. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is 38. She was in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. And actor Sarah Canning, 36. Local birthdays coming up. Imperial Irrigation District has issued a conserve alert effective through Monday, July 17th. By conserving energy, we can take stress off the energy grid, maintain reliable energy delivery service, and help avert rotating power outages. Please conserve energy during the hours of 4 to 9 p.m. To reduce energy use and help the overall grid, set your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher. Avoid using major appliances between 4 and 9 p.m. and turn off all unnecessary lights. IID thanks you for doing your part. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Karen Gallagher, Alicia Granados, Joe Rodriguez, Manny Hernandez, Sophie Dukes, Karen Stewart, Jesse Hidalgo, Eduardo Herrera, Pablo Macias, Trent Davis, Joe Arthur Encinas, Gabriel Pena, Richard Granados, Yvonne Peraza, Vanessa Valenzuela, Maria Lara, Edith Arce, Janet Sabalos, Maria Torres, Judith Black, Kelly Parker, Pablo Garcia, Randall Romero, Ricardo Fonseca, Sergio Venegas, Jerry Hernandez, Rose Calderon, and Frank Popejoy. Happy birthday from KXO. Yeah, and I had a visit with Frank Popejoy yesterday. He's in the Valley. Lives in Kansas now, and has been in the Valley. Frank always picks the right time to come to the Valley.
He certainly does. Anytime I run into him, yeah.
Anyway, happy birthday, Frank.
What is Frank here for? Did he tell you?
He's got family.
Well, yeah.
Family and friends.
Family and friends.
And he misses the Mexican food because in Kansas, it's awful hard to find.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Mexican food in Texas.
It's a whole different world in Texas.
Go to Taco Bell.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be
okay.
good.
Anyway, we've got news and such. Are you ready?
Ready.
We're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. What, your AC isn't keeping you cool? Better call Lock today.
CBS News Brief. A new student loan debt relief plan after the Supreme Court invalidated a separate plan. Today, the Department of Education will begin notifying borrowers their student loan debt will be forgiven. This new program will affect more than 800,000 borrowers. A serial murder suspect on New York's Long Island will be arraigned in about 2 hours. This neighbor reacted as the suspect was arrested early today.
You think of the victims, it's sad, it's tragic. It's not about him, it's not about us, it's about the victims.
At least 10 victims were killed in the Gilgo Beach murders dating back to 2010. Triple-digit temperatures have gripped much of the country. John Summers lives on the street in Palm Springs, California.
I basically just use water, as much as I can, and hit shade, the mall, wherever let you in, I'm going to McDonald's and take a nap all day. Del Taco.
It could hit 117 degrees in Palm Springs today. CBS News Brief. I'm Linda Kenyon.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: Hollywood actors on the picket lines today after their union, SAG-AFTRA, announced a strike. The union's president, Fran Drescher, furious at the studios for allegedly not negotiating in good faith.
We're not going to take this anymore. You people are crazy. What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
The union wanting better pay, protections against artificial intelligence, and perhaps most importantly, better residuals from streaming. First time in 63 years, both Hollywood actors and writers have been on strike at the same time. The heat wave continuing, the temperatures continuing to go up, and those putting on outdoor events taking precautions. At the California State Fair, they're making accommodations to keep the livestock safe.
Management has given us direction that we can go ahead and move those shows up and get started earlier in the day. We've made accommodations to allow for more portacles into the barn, to just allow for more airflow.
Tiffany Carter with the fair, which begins today and runs through July 30th in Sacramento. Chef Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Right now at Wendy's, when you buy either a Dave's Single, Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Medium Frosty, or 10-piece nuggets, you can get another for just $1. Your dollar never tasted so good. So it's obvious what everyone will get, right?
Definitely nuggets and a
chicken
Frosty.
sandwich,
Dave's Single and a Frosty for me.
And a Frosty.
Okay, who said Frosty and a Frosty? Pick your obvious choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's, buy one, get one for $1.
Limited time only. Price of participation may vary. U.S. Wendy's, valid for item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined in a combo or any other offer.
Page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley to serve you. You'll find one at the Broadway Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, another at the Imperial Valley Mall, and at El Centro Motors. Don't forget about their mobile service. They come where you are.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Friday morning. Brandon Hamlin is suspected of murder. It was a double murder in Brawley. A husband and wife were killed. Police arrested Hamlin as the suspect. Defense attorney has said the suspect will undergo a mental evaluation. Prosecution has agreed an evaluation would be a good idea. Results of the evaluation and determination as to how the case will move forward is expected in September. In the meantime, Hamlin will remain in the county jail with no bail set. Well, a man gets 15 years for organized smuggling, an event that killed 13. The coordinator of the fatal smuggling event was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Jose Cruz Norquist was said to be the coordinator of the March 2nd, 2021 event that resulted in the death of 13 undocumented migrants when the SUV they were in collided with a tractor trailer near Holtville. According to pleadings filed prior to the sentencing, Cruz Norquist was a coordinator of the smuggling attempt in which 2 SUVs were modified by removing the seats so that the undocumented migrants could be stacked one on top of another. A total of 24 individuals were in the Ford Expedition when it collided with a big rig at Norrish Road and Highway 115. 13 of the passengers died. Cruz Norquist, 49, from Mexicali, was sentenced Thursday before U.S. District Judge Kathy Ann Cestino. A second suspect, Froylan Cortez Avelos, 49 of Mexicali, remains a fugitive. KXO News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
In other local news, AB 918 moves out of the Senate committee. AB 918 was introduced by Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia. The Assemblyman and State Senator Steve Padilla presented the bill to the State Senate Committee on Governance and Finance. The committee voted to approve the bill. AB 918 allows for the creation of a new health district in Imperial County, eliminating Pioneers Memorial Health District and Heffernan Memorial Health District. There is no contention to that premise. However, Pioneers Museum Hospital District does not support the bill because of some of the language in it. They also said they will continue to oppose the bill until the language is changed. County Board of Supervisors will set up a meeting of stakeholders to stress the issues voiced by PMHD. And finally, you guessed it, a conserve alert. The Imperial Irrigation District has issued one now through Thursday, with temperatures forecast to climb to near 120 by Sunday. The IID asking consumers to help take stress off the energy grid. This will also help maintain reliable energy delivery and help avert rotating power outages. You're asked to cut power use from 4 to 9 p.m. daily. Set your thermostats to 78 degrees or higher. Avoid using major appliances from 4 to 9 p.m. and turn off unnecessary lights and appliances. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the Valley to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Dr. Marcus, please report to pharmacy.
There's an issue affecting many children that I can't solve alone. It's called toxic stress. It's how a child's body responds to difficult experiences, from harsh language to a painful loss. It builds up inside, making it harder to fight off infections and illnesses, and increasing the risk for lasting health issues. But there are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
Page 2 of the Local News and weather, served by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. They specialize in sushi rolls, 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state.
In other local news this morning, active COVID-19 cases updated. We have new numbers. Here's George Gale with that story.
New numbers were released Thursday morning. COVID information is provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, COVID-19 active cases change only slightly. There are currently 16 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. That is down from 17 cases reported on Tuesday. Cases of the COVID variant Omicron are down to just 2 cases at last report. State COVID-19 tier metrics for Imperial County now indicate 1 new case per day per 100,000 population, with a positivity rate of 4.8%. Fatalities attributed to the virus remain at 985 since the pandemic was first reported in Imperial County. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A fire shuts down the freeway. A multiple alarm fire shut down Interstate 8 near Winter Haven Drive Thursday afternoon. The fire, involving construction equipment along the freeway, was reported at 12:15 p.m. and involved several vehicles, including a truck reported to contain some hazardous materials. Firefighters from Yuma and Imperial County battled the blaze for several hours, and at one point, California Highway Patrol, Arizona Department of Public Safety, and Imperial County Sheriff's Office closed both the east and westbound lanes of the freeway. The westbound lanes reopened after 90 minutes. The eastbound lanes remained closed until about 2:30 p.m. Cause of the fire remains under investigation. Well, excessive heat warning have extended. George Gale explains.
The National Weather Service has extended the excessive heat warning into next week. The Weather Service says lower humidity will result in higher temperatures beginning this weekend. Temperatures are expected at 117 and above beginning on Sunday and continuing Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures will lower somewhat next Wednesday, but will still be around 115 degrees. The extreme heat will increase the chances for heat-related illness. If you must go outdoors, know where the cool centers and hydration stations are located. The list can be found at the Public Health Department website. If you must work outside, stay hydrated, take breaks in the shade, and take them often. If you start feeling ill, stop working and find a cool area to rest. Residents going outdoors, wear loose-fitting clothes, stay hydrated, and avoid being in the direct heat as much as possible. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. The menu is full of outstanding entrees. Yes, there's something for everyone at K Sushi, including for the kids. K Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls. They're named after our 50 states. And there's fresh sushi and sashimi, plus beer, wine, and sake. And oh, I forgot to mention, they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. K Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440 for your takeout.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
The National Weather Service says a strong subtropical ridge will continue to dominate the desert Southwest through at least early next week, allowing near record to record temperatures to prevail. An excessive heat warning is in effect through Tuesday as widespread major heat risk increases to extreme heat risk this weekend. 113 our high yesterday, 84 the overnight low. Wind gusts peaked at 30 miles an hour last evening. An excessive heat warning is in effect through Tuesday. Today will be sunny and hot with a high near 114, south wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west this afternoon. Tonight mostly clear, a low around 86, southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast after midnight. Sunny and hot on Saturday with a high near 117, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north in the afternoon. Sunday, sunny and hot with a high near 117, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. 92 degrees, 31% relative humidity, wind out of the southeast 7 to 10 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, served by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. K Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
What do you get when you combine the fun of a day out on the golf course with the thrills of bowling a strike or two with the excitement of hitting a jackpot on your favorite slot machine? What do you get? All the fun under the sun. And that's what you'll find and more at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton. Plan it all at kokopahresort.com.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. So what's going on at Wimbledon? The gentlemen's semifinal matchups. Number 2, Novak Djokovic versus number 8, Jannik Sinner. And number 1, Carlos Alcaraz versus number 3, Daniil Medvedev. the ladies' final matchup. It's number 6, Ons Jabeur, and unseeded Marketa Vondrousova. That will be played tomorrow for the ladies' final. And the Washington Commanders sale has some serious legal issues, all related to the John Gruden lawsuit that threatens to complicate the deal and, could prolong that sale.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
The Major League Baseball resumes today after the All-Star break, and, a full slate of games are scheduled. And Shohei Ohtani, will he stay with the Angels? Will the Angels trade him while they still can get something for him? All Ohtani has said is, I just want to win. Meanwhile, under pressure from the U.S. Department of Justice antitrust regulators, the PGA Tour and Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund have agreed to remove a non-solicitation clause from their framework agreement that would have prevented the tours from recruiting and poaching each other's players. That according to the PGA Tour. And in other news, we mentioned yesterday, the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres will meet next March in Seoul, South Korea. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. A 10-day UPS strike could be the costliest in U.S. history, according to an estimate from a Michigan economic research firm. The estimate from Anderson Economic Group said the hit to businesses and consumers would be $4.6 billion by itself, causing significant and lasting harm for small businesses, household workers, sole practitioners, and online retailers across the country. Other costs include estimated direct losses at UPS of $816 million, as well as $1.1 billion in lost wages by Teamster Union members. Well, Chipotle is, they've developed a robot to help in making guacamole. Meet Autocado, a Chipotle robot designed to perform the more tedious tasks of creating the chain's guacamole, including cutting, coring, and peeling avocados. Oh, boy. Let's take a look at the big board. Right now, the Dow up 94 points at 34,488. The S&P 500 up 6 points at 45,15. The NASDAQ up 35 at 14,173. Gold down $2.20 an ounce. Oil off $1.62 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Howell in El Centro.
Sunny and hot today with a high near 114, south wind 5 to 10 miles an hour coming out of the west this afternoon. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 86, southwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming southeast after midnight. Saturday, sunny and hot with a high near 117. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming north in the afternoon. Sunday will be sunny and hot with a high again near 117. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. An excessive heat warning is in effect through Tuesday. 92 degrees, 37% relative humidity. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your San Diego County Ford dealers during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. It's the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your San Diego County Ford dealers. And right now, get 1.9% APR limited term financing on a 2023 Ford F-150 truck. Hurry in and test drive one today. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 1.9% APR financing for 36 months at $2,860 per month per $1,000 financed regardless of down payment. Residency restrictions apply. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 9/4/2023. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
KXO, El Centro, California. It's 8 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com. I'm Steve Kathan. There's a new government move to wipe away some student loan debts.
It was just 2 weeks ago when the Supreme Court invalidated a separate debt relief program, and that's when the president said he would not give up.
I believe the court's decision to strike down my student debt relief program was a mistake, was wrong. I'm not going to stop fighting to deliver borrowers what they need.
Today, the Department of Education will begin notifying borrowers their student loan debt will be forgiven. This new program will affect more than 800,000 borrowers with $39 billion in federal student loans. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
On New York's Long Island, a suspect's in custody in connection with the deaths of 11 women a decade ago that became known as the Gilgo Beach murders. This woman who lives in the area says,
It's crazy. It's mind-blowing. Sad. It's tragic. It's not about him. It's not about us. It's about the victims.
The case sparked a movie called Lost Girls. The western heat waves expected to make this a bad wildfire season in California, perhaps more destructive than 2020, when more than 4.2 million acres went up. LA County firefighter Tanner Renz.
Fires are getting larger quicker, and that's typical for a heat wave like this. I think we're going to have more acreage burned this year. It's concerning through the entire county and the entire state.
Overseas, temperatures topping 100 in Greece forced some tourist landmarks to shut down. Everything from new movies to the fall TV schedule is in peril now that actors have joined writers on strike. CBS's Errol Barnett.
The union's main sticking points include limiting how artificial intelligence can be used, along with increased pay and residuals from streaming services. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, which bargains for Hollywood companies, says in a statement that the strike, quote, will lead to financial hardship for countless thousands of people who depend on the industry.
Now to London and an Oscar-winning actor's sex assault trial.
On the stand, Spacey flatly denied one of the most serious allegations, that he drugged an aspiring young actor and performed a sex act on him while he was asleep. He's acknowledged he may have misread the signals from one of his 4 accusers, but insists any relations he had with 2 others were consensual. Yesterday, Spacey fought back tears when he told the court his whole world, his word, exploded when the, his word again, false allegations first emerged. Vicky Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
The Federal Trade Commission's now investigating ChatGPT creator OpenAI. It's about whether the company violated consumer protection laws by grabbing up public data. Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 95 points, S&P up 6. This is CBS News.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution. Attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Boot Barn honors a Western legacy built by those who persevere through resourceful determination. Ariat honors that same legacy by bringing innovative technology to classic pieces. Driven by a dedication to the craft, Ariat blends timeless Western artistry with advanced performance features for the modern cowboy and rodeo athlete. Out west, ingenuity is second to none. Ariat at Boot Barn.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facility safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From the "it's a tough job, but someone's got to do it" department comes a taste of this.
If fried anything on a stick is your jam, here's a dream job. American by Wyndham is looking for a family to eat their way through 3 state fairs in the Midwest next month. You'll shovel in copious amounts of turkey legs, fried Oreos, and ice cream, and get to play your way through the midway of fairs in Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Documenting it all naturally on TikTok and Instagram. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Professional butcher Kyle Fitzsimmons was wearing a white butcher's coat with his first name embroidered on it when he joined the mob invading the Capitol on January 6, 2021. He fired a bow like a spear at police and separately assaulted 5 other officers near an entrance tunnel. Convicted of 11 charges, a judge sentenced him to more than 7 years in prison. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Hey, this is fun, isn't it?
With Carroll Buckley.
Good God. Is this some kind of joke? Ha ha, that's funny. 12:30.